The politicians are scared. They don't know what to tell you, but they're begging the president to release it all.
Well, I was brief. I'll just tell you this. I was brief last week on an issue, or excuse me, 2 weeks ago, and it would have set the earth on it. This country would have come unglued. I think if they would have heard all that I heard, they would demand answers, and they knew we need to. But it's never going to get. Unfortunately, it just keeps getting covered up, and the people that know are dying or disappearing, as the case may be. And for the record, I'm not suicidal, and I don't take risks.
So I'm glad you said that. I'm speechless, Congressman.
You should be. You should be.
On February 27, 2026, 68-year-old retired General William Neal McCasland left his home in Albuquerque, New Mexico. He was reportedly going for a hike, but police later found his phone left behind at his residence. Shortly after McCasland vanished, Monica Jacinto Reza, a 60-year-old NASA aerospace engineer, also disappeared. Like McCasland, she was known as an avid, regular hiker who went missing without a trace under nearly identical and highly suspicious circumstances. These disappearances are part of a broader, more violent pattern. In the 3 months surrounding these cases, 3 other scientists with highly specialized backgrounds were found dead. These 5 individuals share a specific professional tier. They all held high-level security clearances tied to America's most sensitive defense architectures, including top-tier nuclear secrets, advanced aerospace propulsion systems, and highly classified special projects. After reviewing the data, Tennessee Congressman Tim Burchett classified these events as a major national security issue. He argued the timing and specialized nature of the victims suggests a deliberate effort rather than a string of tragic accidents. The simultaneous removal of these mines indicates a targeted campaign. Whoever is responsible is effectively dismantling the intellectual core of America's classified defense systems, leaving a critical gap in the nation's security perimeter. The timeline began on December 15, 2025, when physicist Nuno Loureiro was murdered in Boston. Loureiro was an expert in plasma physics, the study of high-energy ionized gases, and his research into clean energy sources was reportedly on the verge of a major breakthrough. 2 months later, on February 16, 2026, astrophysicist Carl Grillmeyer was found murdered at his home. Grillmeyer's work focused on deep space discovery, specifically the detection of water on distant planets. The cycle of deaths concluded on March 17th, with the discovery of Jason Thomas's remains in a Massachusetts lake. Thomas served as an assistant director of chemical biology at Novartis, applying chemical tools to manipulate biological systems for drug and material development. This timeline plots the deaths and disciplines. Mapping plasma physics, astrophysics, and chemical biology reveals a rapid erosion of advanced scientific expertise. While local authorities investigated these as isolated crimes, 3 scientists in interconnected fields dying within a 90-day window is a statistical anomaly. To find the true motive, investigators must look past the individual causes of death and focus on the highly classified defense perimeter that all 5 scientists operated within. The connection between the 2 missing engineers, McCasland and Reza, centers on a specific technological project, a material known as Mondaloy. This animated diagram shows a thermal cross-section of a rocket engine, where Mondaloy outperforms standard alloys. It is a nickel-based superalloy engineered for extreme heat resistance, making it essential for the next generation of missiles and advanced rocket engines. The project followed a strict hierarchy. Reza was the primary developer of the metal, while General McCasland oversaw the highly classified program during his tenure. Congressman Burchett has highlighted a specific link between these 5 individuals and research into extraterrestrial spacecraft. Their respective fields, plasma physics for propulsion, astrophysics for tracking, and chemical biology for analyzing materials, are the exact disciplines required to study and utilize recovered UAP technology. Journalist Ross Coulthart has investigated these exact ties alongside the 2016 Podesta emails. The documents explicitly identified McCasland as an officer with first-hand knowledge of unidentified anomalous phenomena and active crash retrieval programs. Investigative reports also place McCasland at the center of classified space weapons programs operating out of the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio. Wright-Patterson is the rumored storage site for extraterrestrial debris recovered during the 1947 Roswell crash, a facility dedicated to reverse engineering non-human technology. If Mondaloy is the product of reverse-engineered technology, Reza and McCaslin possess proprietary knowledge that makes them the most significant intelligence targets currently active on the global stage. The pattern is consistent: targeted homicides, hikers disappearing without their phones, and a shared history with America's special projects. This loss has created an immediate intelligence vacuum. In just 3 months, the United States has been stripped of decades of specialized aerospace, biological, and nuclear expertise. While the permanent loss of these minds is a catastrophe for domestic research, the active interrogation of McCaslin and Reza by a foreign adversary would represent a total collapse of U.S. aerospace security. Such a breach places America's most sensitive data at risk, including space weapons protocols, nuclear secrets, and the documented reality of the government's UAP retrieval programs. Whether these events are a sequence of anomalies or a coordinated shadow war, the purge of these 5 scientists reveals a critical vulnerability in how the United States protects the architects of its most advanced technologies.